Is Mr. Lopez back there? Mr. Solis, can you ask him if we're ready? At this time, I'm going to call this meeting to order. First of all, I want to welcome each and every member of the public. Thank you so much for being here. We want to welcome you today to our regular meeting of the City Commission of Rio Grande City, Texas. Today being Tuesday, June 30th, 2026, and the time being 12:04. Come in and welcome. Have a seat. Having called this meeting to order, at this time I'm going to ask Commissioner Olivares if he could please lead us in the invocation.
Yes. This prayer for this meeting was sent to us by Pastor Ricardo Peña from Renova Church here in Rio Grande City. Heavenly Father, we come before you today with grateful hearts, acknowledging that every good gift comes from you and that true wisdom begins with reverence for you. We thank you for the privilege of gathering together as leaders and citizens who care about the future of our community. We lift up the mayor, the commissioners, the city manager, department heads, employees, and everyone serving the people of Rio Grande City. Lord, grant these leaders wisdom to make sound decisions, integrity to uphold what is right, courage to do what is just, and humility to seek the good of every resident. Help them to lead with compassion, fairness, and genuine desire to serve rather than be served. We pray for peace within our city, for protection over the first responders, our teachers, our businesses, our families, and our children. Bless the work of every person who strives to make Rio Grande City a place where people can live safely, prosper, and flourish. May the discussions and decisions made at this meeting be marked by respect, unity, and a commitment to the common good. When differences arise, grant patience and understanding. When difficult choices must be made, grant clarity and discernment. May everything accomplished here honor the responsibility entrusted to these public servants and bring lasting benefit to the citizens they represent. May God bless Rio Grande City. We ask all these things in the name of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. And now, if you don't mind joining me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And now the Texas flag, please.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to now proceed with item 1B, which is a roll call. Commissioner Ben de Leon.
Present.
Commissioner Ediel Barrera.
Present.
Mayor present. Commissioner Olivares.
Present.
And Commissioner, for the record, I'm going to note that Commissioner Eudolio Barrera is absent, but I do find that we do have quorum to proceed with today's meeting. Ms. Montemayor, proceeding to item 1C, do you have anybody signed up for public forum?
No, sir.
Having nobody sign up for public forum, we move to item 1D. And I say it every month when we get to these two items. When we move to these two items, one is the business of the month and the citizen of the month. For all of those people that are not aware, when we first came in to this new administration, we wanted to do something to highlight the local talent that we have, the businesses that we have, those businesses that have been able to withstand the test of time, the businesses that have been able to make a difference within our community, businesses that have been there through thick and thin, that have been providing a service to our community, and that have essentially remained loyal to our community. We wanted to highlight those businesses because we understand that it's not easy. It's difficult sometimes, and it's very easy a lot of times to just quit and say, you know what, I'm going to move on, I'm going to get out of here, I'm going to do something else. But I think it's worthy of recognition to those businesses that remain faithful to their community, to their towns, that continue to provide that service. And obviously, it was during one occasion that I went over to to Border Enterprises, and I was there and I was wondering, I don't necessarily know all the history of this business, but I know for a fact that it has been here for the longest time. And it has been there providing a service, a very unique service to all of those individuals that engage either in ranching, farming, or things of that nature. And we're very happy today to be able to recognize our business of the month, which is going to be Border Enterprises. But before we proceed, we always like to give a little bit of background and history. And I'm going to ask Commissioner Olivares if he can recite what has been submitted to us, please.
Thank you, Mayor. For more than 50 years, Border Enterprises Incorporated has had the privilege of serving the farmers, ranchers, and families of Stark County and the surrounding area. What began as a small family business has grown through the trust and support of our loyal customers, whose patronage has allowed us to do what we love each and every day, and we are so grateful to be a part of the community that values local businesses. Under the management of owner Gus Guero Perez Jr., Assistant Manager Jorge Martinez, and team members Sonia, Ricky, Andy, and Mario, Border Enterprises has remained a solid and steady business force in our community. However, none of this would be possible without the vision and hard work of Gustavo and Yolanda Perez, who instilled in their children, Cesar, Guero, Gracie, Leti, and Javier, along with their numerous grandchildren, the values and morals of faith and family, which allowed them all success beyond the business realm. We at Border Enterprises Incorporated are proud to carry forward the family tradition Gustavo and Yolanda began more than 50 years ago, and we look forward to serving our community for generations to come. From our family to yours, thank you for being part of the Border Enterprises story.
Always an impressive history.
Yes.
Always making a positive impact within our community, and for that, we wanted to say thank you on behalf of the entire city of Rio Grande City. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being loyal, and thank you to continue to provide a service to our community. And at this time, we want to recognize you and provide you a little token of appreciation. If you don't mind coming in. You know, there's more surprises for you. Okay. And why don't you stand here, Robert? Before we proceed with the presentation.
Okay. Thank you, Mayor. And on behalf of Congressman Henry Guerra, we'd like to also recognize Border Enterprises with a congressional recognition for your history and service to the community. So congratulations.
This is also for you. So.
Okay, big smiles, 1, 2, 3. Do you want to have pictures with your family? With your family, or with the staff?
Anybody else that you would like to be in the picture, bring them on.
Come on, guys.
Anywhere you like. I'm not on your way, Big smiles.
Big smiles, 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you.
Last but not least, we always like to give the opportunity to say a few words if you
I
like.
would love to.
Hold in mind.
I don't know how to do this, but I'll try.
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
On behalf of Border Enterprises and the Perez family, we would like to thank the city and the EDC for this award. We're very grateful and honored to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. And now we move to item 1E, which is the presentation of the Citizen of the Month Award. Going back to what I was saying earlier, we would like to recognize businesses like Border Enterprise that have been here, that have been making a difference within our community. But it's not only businesses that make a difference within our community, it's also the set of individuals that contribute to society, that contribute to our community. And it is always very difficult when we come to this point with the discussion among the commissioners as to who's going to be our Citizen of the Month. We want to highlight an individual that has a long record, an individual that has contributed to our community, an individual that has marked our community in a positive way, an individual that simply has highlighted himself throughout the history, either through accomplishment, education, or simply giving back to the community. Like I said, it's always difficult to pick somebody, but this month we picked Judge Jose Luis Garza. Today is a very special award because I've known Judge Garza for maybe about 18, 19 years. He is the gentleman that actually swore me in when I first became a lawyer. That's why I got to meet him, and ever since we've been practicing in his court. And I can honestly say that throughout the time that I've been in front of in his court, he has always been very professional. He has always been compassionate. He has always been strict as well, which is a very difficult balance to achieve, where you can be strict, run an effective docket, and at the same time being compassionate with those individuals that deserve it. It's not easy. And I've seen sometimes all the decisions that he's got to make, and I see him sometimes when he's really thinking about what he's going to do, and I just keep on wondering, man, that's not easy. When you got either somebody's freedom on the line, when you got perhaps somebody's life on the line, when you have somebody's investment, or when you have simply millions of dollars, riding on the decision that you're going to be making. But I think that all of the legal community can honestly say that Judge Jose Luis Garza has been able to manage that exceptionally well. He has made a very positive impact within the legal community. And I think that I speak on behalf of the entire bar that we are very proud to have you, sir, as one of our district judges. And that's not all from Judge Jose Luis Garza, because after I met him, he had already provided a lot of community service. He had been in the school board for a number of years, providing selfless service to the community. And before I move on, Judge Garza also presented us with some history, so I'm going to read it at this time. For all of those that do not know who Judge Jose Luis Garza serves as a judge of the 381st Judicial District Court and has dedicated his career to serving the people of Starr County with honor and integrity. A graduate of Rio Grande City High School, Judge Garza attended Texas A&M University, College Station, and earned his law degree from Texas Southern University's Thurgood Marshall School of Law. In addition to his judicial career, Judge Garza serves as a visiting senior lecturer in construction science at the Texas A&M University Higher Education Center at McAllen. The center is dedicated to expanding access to higher education opportunities in the Rio Grande Valley by providing highly qualified students the opportunity to pursue a Texas A&M degree close to home. As part of the Department of Construction Science, which is the largest construction education program in the nation, Judge Garza helps prepare future industry professionals by teaching courses in construction law, project management, business and labor relations, and other key aspects of the construction industry. Prior to serving on the bench, Judge Garza proudly served the students and families of Rio Grande City Gruya ISD for 12 years as a member of the Board of Trustees. For the past 19 years, he has faithfully served the community as a district judge, demonstrating an unwavering commitment to justice, fairness, and public service. His dedication to the community and exemplary leadership have earned him the respect and admiration of those he serves. Throughout his career, Judge Garza has exemplified the values of service, integrity, and leadership. As a proud Texas A&M University alumnus, he continues to give back to his alma mater by sharing his professional expertise and helping prepare future industry leaders. His unwavering commitment to the citizens of Stark County, dedication to education, and passion for public service makes him a deserving recipient of the Rio Grande Citizens of the Month Award recognition. And at this time, Judge Garza, if you don't mind coming forward so that we can present you with the plaque that recognizes you as our Citizen of the Month. Thank you so much. And again, if you would like to say a few words, the mic is all yours.
This is certainly a privilege, and first of all, I want to thank the Mayor, City Council for this recognition. Sometimes I think it's undeserving, but I truly appreciate the thought and the thought process that goes into it, and obviously the recognition. Before I say anything else, I want to congratulate Mr. Güero Perez. I've known him pretty much all my life. I'm extremely familiar with their store. They do a phenomenal job and have a great business. Very well deserved, Mr. Perez and family. Congratulations. I'm truly honored by this recognition. And again, I want to thank all of you for the opportunity to be here. Public service has been something that's been extremely important to me. It was passed down to me by my grandfather and my father. Upon graduation from college, I knew that I wanted to come back to my hometown and contribute and help people the same way I was helped. I was not the brightest student, the best student, but with guidance and help, I persevered and was able to be here today, and it has been a privilege to be a public servant, both in the capacity of a school board member and a district judge. So again, I'm truly humbled. I promise to continue to serve diligently and with the utmost integrity until I finish my term. So with that said, again, thank you all very much, and you all have a great day. Thank you.
You know, I think a lot of times businesses and our Citizens of the Month, they get so focused on trying to do a good job, right? And they might not think that what they're the kind of service that they're doing or the type of job that they're delivering to the community is not going to be recognized, or because they're looking at from their eyes, from their perspective, and they don't necessarily recognize the positive impact that for example, your business does, and of course, the impact that being there on the bench does, right? But there's people always watching. There's people always admiring the kind of service, the kind of job that you do. And the city is always looking out for all of those individuals, because at a very minimum, I think that as a member of our community, we should be able to highlight those individuals, and we should be able to say, you know what, thank you so much for being there. Thank you for making a difference. And thank you for caring and sticking with Rio Grande City. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yeah, no, go ahead.
If you don't mind, I want to ask you a question, Mr. Perez. Maybe you can, if there's anybody in this room that can answer it, it's probably you or some of your staff. With the screwworm epidemic that's going very close to us, what advice can you give us? Like if we see our pets with cuts, or do you have any medication that we can?
Yes, sir, I sure do.
Okay.
Talk to Board Enterprise.
Okay. Okay. No, there is medication.
There is, yes, sir.
Okay. Very good. Is there anything else that we should be aware of?
Well, I think it's coming, so we need to be prepared.
Okay.
And trying to do everything before it happens is gonna help everybody. So first thing is letting somebody know if you do have a problem there, so they can help you out.
So for the meantime, like if we see our pits with cuts or something, we should treat them, right? Because
I
that's,
think you should, yeah.
okay, very good.
Yes, you can.
Thank you, sir. I hated to make you work there. I know you came here to get an award and I'm making you work, I'm sorry.
That's it.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Ms. Montemayor, before we proceed, I know that we have some more individuals here in the public.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, they're going to
We
be
have the
introduced.
employee of the month.
Yeah. Now moving to item 1F, and this being the Employee of the Month. I have been able to recognize that within our community, we have some exceptional people, exceptional businesses, but I also got to recognize that within our administration, there's also individuals that are worthy of recognition, and that is an individual that goes above and beyond, that truly makes a difference within their department, and that has been noticed essentially by their director because there's something special about that person, the type of service that he provides. And today, Chief, I'm assuming that you're here to tell us who's going to be our Employee of the Month. And the commission doesn't have a say-so in this. Typically, this is done by administration and the directors. They sit down, try to select a worthy candidate for this award. So, Chief?
Yes, good afternoon, Commissioner. It is my pleasure to recognize Brian Villarreal as the Employee of the Month for the Rio Grande City Fire Department. Brian has been a dedicated member of our department since November of 2015. Throughout his career, he has demonstrated hard work, commitment, and strong desire to grow professionally. He has progressed through the ranks from firefighter to driver to currently a lieutenant with the Rio Grande City Fire Department, and has earned the respect of both his peers and leadership along the way. Brian consistently leads by example, maintains a positive attitude, and is committed to serving both our department and our community with professionalism and integrity. Please join me in congratulating again Lieutenant Brian Villarreal on the well-deserved recognition of Employee of the Month.
I heard that you were getting ready for a presentation.
Yes, actually I was. I had no idea this was going to happen. Thank you, Chief, and thank you to all my superiors, all my captain, assistant chief. I did not know this was going to happen. This is a total surprise. I want to say thank you and appreciate everybody.
Absolutely, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, on this side, on this side. Smiles, 1, 2, 3. Got it.
We'll start pouring.
All right, having concluded with item 1F, we're going to move to item 1G, departmental reports. And I believe we're going to go a little bit out of order with Ms. Foltz going first.
Yes.
Good morning, Mayor and Commission.
Morning.
My name is Norma Foltz. I'm here with the Public Library. I apologize, what I'm about to share is not in my packet because I officially just found out but we are a library that was selected for the very first Smithsonian Rural Library cohort. In the 170 years that the Smithsonian has been in existence, they have never done this. So they scoured the nation looking for the best rural libraries, and guess what? We are the only one in Texas. So we will be representing Rio Grande City, Stark County, and the state of Texas.
Oh, wow.
Thank you. Just to give you briefly, if you're not familiar with Smithsonian, it is the world's largest museum, education, and resource organization. Through this initiative, they will be bringing their world-class expertise and resources directly to rural communities. This selection reflects our library's commitment to offering high-quality and educational cultural programming for our residents. Beginning September 2026, our library will gain 12 months of access to Smithsonian educational resources, expert-led virtual presentations, and national professional development. They're going to be working with us and guiding us and giving us tips on marketing, on programming, and we will have a Smithsonian-sponsored event at the Rio Grande City Public Library. I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to the Mayor, City Commission, City Administration, the Library Board, the Friends of the Library, our dedicated staff, community partners, and my colleagues right here. Rio Grande City Public Library doesn't succeed without their help. They're an extended arm of the library. We all call each other out, we help where we can, but I'm very appreciative of their support. It is a tremendous honor to represent the Rio Grande City, Stark County, and the state of Texas in a national stage. Thank you so much. I also just briefly want to tell you that in May, we had 1,851 visitors to the library. In June, now that we started our public library, we're at 3,000 plus. So our library continues to be successful. I'm appreciative again of all the help that we get because we can't do it with my staff alone. And I have a tremendous staff. Obviously, we're a great team, and together we have found a way to flow and make it happen. So thank you so much. Okay. Want to take a picture of it? And the reason I asked to speed up is that we're having our first official meeting today.
Yes.
Thank you.
And now, Ms.
Good afternoon, Mayor and Commission. My report today is going to deal with the lovely ladies you see amongst us in the audience. I think it's fair to say that I wear a few hats here in the city, but one that I truly cherish is that of being pageant director for the Miss RGC Freedom Fest pageant. In the 5 years that I have been director of this prestigious competition, I have met some incredibly talented young ladies who go out and represent our city with charm, grace, but most importantly, compassion. I always tell my girls, it's not about the sparkle, it's not about the shine, but it's about the service. With that said, we had our competition on, the pageant was held on Friday, June 5th of this year, and since then, these beautiful young ladies have been off and running. So with that said, Mayor and Commissioners, it is truly my great honor to officially present to you the 2026 Miss RGC Freedom Fest Royal Court. And with your permission, I will call them out one at a time. And we have a little something for each as they come up. In the tiny category, our first runner-up is Miss Veda Everly Nelson. And our tiny Miss RGC Freedom Fest is Danielle Renee Martinez. Do you want to take them? In our little category, first runner-up is Mariana Andrea Avila. And our little Miss RGC Freedom Fest is Delilah Leanne Rodriguez. In the junior category, first runner-up, Miranda Alisa Avila. And our junior Miss RGC Freedom Fest, Mackenzie Rose Lopez. In the Miss category, first runner-up, Sarah Lee Barrera. And our 2026 Miss RGC Freedom Fest is Edith Reese. You may have seen some of them this weekend at Freedom Fest, but really they know that there is a lot going on. And throughout the year, they're going to be very busy. Thank you, ladies, for all of your work so far. It's only been a month. And we look forward to a wonderful year. And with that said, photo ops? Yeah, okay. There you go. Can we, girls, can we move up? We're going to hold our roses, remember, how so we can see yours? So we can see your baby. There we go. So we can see your sashes.
Ms. Rubio, do we stay here? Do you want us down there?
Whatever you would like, sir. Marlene, that would be up to you.
Whatever you think. Maybe up
Here?
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want me to move them back? Really good here.
Yeah, that way we can be. That way we can pretty much center them.
Is that better?
There. But the commission is all the way this way.
Pretty good. Check your sashes, guys. Very good.
This is good, okay. All right, big smiles, girl. Over here. Thank you.
Is another picture?
Yes.
We got parents next. No sitting yet. Look at the camera.
Congratulations, girls.
Thank you, ladies, so much. And thank you all so much for us.
Come over and shake their hand and also.
Oh, my goodness.
Thank you so much. Congratulations. Congratulations. Congratulations, man. Congratulations.
And you'll be seeing a lot of them, sir. They're going to be very busy. I think we got them all. Thank you, ladies.
I guess Ms. Rubio's done? Ms. Montemayor, we have some board members in the audience, right, that require some,
Yes.
why don't you, I'm gonna address them so that we can take care of them, and then we'll come back to the reports. I think it is 4C, Ms. Montemayor?
It would be 4E.
4E?
Yes.
Okay. Very well. Moving forward and out of order to item 4E, discussion and possible action to approve resolution number 2026-29, a resolution authorizing publication of notice of intention to issue certificates of obligation.
Mayor and Commission, Sara Hernandez, Assistant City Manager. We're working with our financial advisor. Mr. Bobby is here to discuss an opportunity for the city to complete some much-needed projects.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
And this will address some improvements to our park system and our trash services, and I'll let Mr. Bobby let him explain this first.
Very well, thank you.
Good afternoon, Mayor, Council. Again, Bobby Villarreal, the Financial Advisor with Estrada Hinojosa. Again, what I left with you there is kind of the list of projects there that we identified, roughly totaling about $6.5 million. I don't know if you want me to go through all of them, but I think it's a variety of projects between the general government, some issues with fire hydrants, the rodeo arena, fire station, some park system needs. Again, in total, we have about $6.5 million, and they all pertain either to the water sewer system, the general fund, or the EDC. So having said that, I'll move on forward just to the debt overview of the city. You have it in front of you. And again, it's just a listing of the overall debts of the city right now. Again, in speaking to Mr. Milan and with Leo to go over and finalize those numbers, what we're doing today would be a notice of intent. So we would publish it at the next time in the newspaper, two times. It takes 40, and then after 45 days of being in the paper, then we come back and we would price it. But between then and now, we would go to, working with Mr. Milan and Leo, we'd have to do some rating calls with rating agencies to get your credit rated. And again, right now, S&P has you at an A+, and a AA+ as well with utility. But again, there's going to be a lot of steps that we have to do with your staff to go forward, and we've done it before with them, and they're very good at it. So again, if you notice, moving forward on page 4, that's just the overall tax rate of the city from 2022 to 2026. Of course, you know you've dropped around a penny or so, actually 3 pennies, right? From 56 and 23 down to 56 down to 53 to this year, right? Having said that, going forward, if you want to look at the, I'll skip ahead to page 6, and this is the tax rate impact of what we're about to do. We anticipate no tax rate increase doing this. If you notice there on your existing debt services, you roughly pay about 13 pennies of INS of your overall tax rate towards your INS. INS is meant to use to pay the debts that you have with the city, and of course the M&O is just to do the operations of the city. So having said that, I know you're in the budget process. We'll get the finalized valuations last part of this month. I'm sorry, we're not in July yet, but coming up at the end of July, you should get the final values, and from there we'll work with your staff to make sure that we target the tax rate y'all want to hit. But again, I don't believe we would have an increase on the INS side at all. If you move over to the next page, this will detail the issuance on page 7. And with this issuance, we're looking at a project fund of about $6.5 million. Right now, we have an interest rate of about 4.21. Has some buffer in it. We're hoping to do better, but we don't want to overpromise right now. Things have been a little crazy in the market. Having said that, if you notice on column B, that would be the anticipated debt service for 20 years. And then if you notice all the existing self-supporting, that means your EDC, your water, when your debt had to pertain to those particular projects, they use their enterprise funds to help you support that so that you mitigate any tax impact on the citizens. So if you look at the golden column, the yellow columns that we have there, so the water sewer fund is responsible for about 45% of these projects. and that the EDC would be responsible for about 25% of these projects. So the net effect would be to the general fund. And having said that, if you notice to where it says the required INS tax rate, we're hitting 1369, which is what you currently have. So that's the intent, and that's what we're trying to accomplish here, and that's where we're at. And again, it does take a bit of time. We had to go to rating agency. We had to do due diligence call with some attorneys to get this off the ground, but it takes about a good 45 days for us to get to the market. But having said that, I don't know if you have any questions.
First of all, we'd like to see if we have a motion to entertain this item and
I
then
move that
get
we-
into
I
discussion.
move that we discuss this item.
To approval of the
To
item.
approve this item.
Second?
Second.
Motion has been second. Any questions, concerns that the commissioners may have?
I just wanted to ask, I know your tax projections, are they taking into account, and I'm sure they are, but I just wanted, the exemption that the businesses are going to be receiving, the increased exemption that they're going to be receiving?
Yeah, we've been talking to Leo about it. I think you had like a little bit of a tick down, but if you notice, I think the overall rate, we're still waiting to see how much of that's going to come in. I know with Hidalgo County and a few others, that exemption did mitigate some of their growth, but it didn't kill all of their growth.
Okay.
So we are monitoring that. And again, if you notice on the farthest left, we have pretty minimal growth. We were looking at 1% for the next 20 years, which I think is kind of low, right?
So it might affect it minimally?
We're going to monitor. If it has a little bit of a negative effect, then we would probably just push some payments out a little bit. But we're gonna do our best to make sure we don't hit.
No, but you are considering that in your
Yes.
estimations already?
Yes.
Okay, that was my question, basically.
Yeah, it had an impact in other places we've seen.
Yes.
So.
And obviously, once we get the final numbers, we're going to be able to find out exactly how much we're going to be financing, how much that's going to
Yes.
take a toll in our city
Yeah,
budget.
this is an up to number. I can always come down. I can't go above this number
Right.
once you publish. And that's a good point, Mayor, is that, like I said, end of July, we'll know your final number, but we won't be selling till middle August. So we would know if we need to adjust anything.
Very well. Okay. Any further discussion, questions? Okay. Having no further discussion, all of those in favor, I need a record vote. Commissioner Bendeleon?
Aye.
Commissioner Barrera?
Aye.
Aye. Mayor, aye.
Aye.
Okay. We have
4 ayes.
4 ayes, that's for sure, so motion carries.
Thank you, Council, appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Okay. Ms. Montemayor, who else do we have?
I believe you're also here for 6B, for the scoring of the bond council?
I'm FA and there's a bond count, there's two of them, I think.
Okay.
And 6B and C.
But they're not done yet. So 7A,
7A?
yes.
7A?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Going to item 7A, discussion, possible action, preliminary and final approval of the Espinosa subdivision.
Yes.
Good afternoon, Mayor and Commissioners. I'm Coordinator from the Planning Department. I'm happy to announce there's a preliminary and final approval for a residential lot on the south side of town. It's basically between Old South and the old Mr. Boyle. It was in the past was meets and bounds, so their engineer and the property owners created it into a residential lot.
Okay. And is it your recommendation?
My recommendation is to approval. It is going to be serviced by city water and sewer.
Very well. Do we have a motion?
I move that we follow staff's recommendation and approve item 7A.
Second?
A second.
Has been second. Questions, concerns? Having no further questions or concerns, all of those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Thank you.
7B. is also-
70, that's correct.
7B as well?
Yes.
Discussion,
And C.
discussion possible action on approval on variance request for Espinosa subdivision for lot facing Highway 83.
Mayor, this is a variance for the city ordinance of 1996-10, chapter 13 subdivision regulations, section 13-111, which states that there's no
residential lots or residential home facing the major thoroughfare. To my recommendation, all throughout the city, there's, on the highway, there's always a home that's facing the highway. So this is basically an old
And where is this gonna be, sir?
this same place with subdivision, in between Oldest House and Mr. Boyle on the south side. Right next to, I think, Joe Refrigeration.
Okay. Is there gonna be a new subdivision there, or is it?
No, it's just one lot, it's gonna be a home,
Oh, it's just one lot?
one little kid.
Oh, okay. So one lot, you need the variance so
A
that we can
variance.
issue a permit for construction?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, all right.
And it's your recommendation that we
Yes.
approve this?
Yes, sir, because the majority of the homes right now are facing 83.
Yes, they are, that's true.
Yes, sir.
If there's no other discussion, Mayor, I would like to move that we approve item 7B as recommended by staff.
Okay, second?
I second.
Has been second. Questions, concerns?
Yeah, is they gonna build there where Mr. Boyle used to be at?
Not at this moment, there's plans there, but this project is not there.
It's across.
It's across the street.
Oh, it's across the street, so there are already homes there.
Yeah, there was existing homes there, they tore it down.
Is it,
Okay.
did they level there,
They
added
leveled the
some
property,
dirt or something like that?
Yes, they leveled it and they raised the foundation.
Yeah, I think I've seen it. It's gonna be a new construction, right?
It's gonna be a new construction for home.
Yes, sir. Okay. Anything else? Commissioner? All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Thank you. Moving to item 7C, discussion possible action on preliminary approval for the Buena Vista subdivision number 2.
Mayor and Commissioners, again, I'm happy to announce we have a 45 lot subdivision coming within city limits, and it's for residential use. Actually, technically, it's gonna be a 44 residential lots and 1 detention area. This is basically gonna be behind the future fire station number 2 within River Oak and Red Oak intersection. Again, it's gonna be for preliminary. We had staff review the preliminary subdivision and also an engineer.
Okay. And your recommendation?
My recommendation is to move forward with the preliminary.
Is that inside the city limits or is it our ETJ?
No, it's within our city limits.
It's, okay.
Very well. Do we have a motion on this, gentlemen?
I so move.
So moved. Has been second. Any further discussion? All of those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you so much, Mr.
Thank
Castro.
you.
Yes. Ms. Montemayor, we also have a member from HAF. Which one is that item?
That would be for the expense, it's for invoices.
Oh.
But we do have Mr. Mike Hernandez for 6E.
6E. Yeah, okay. Discussion 6E, discussion possible action to approve, initiate the procurement process for the wastewater collection system project to provide first-time sanitary services to 5 colonias utilizing funding from NAT Bank BEIF grant program.
Good afternoon, Mayor, council members. For the record, my name is Mike Hernandez with Mandan and Hunt Engineers. Last week, we had a meeting with staff and management with the North American Development Bank to talk about the certification process and where it's at to bring first-time sewer service to 5 colonias on the western side of the city's sewer service area. They're notifying us that the EPA and the NAD Bank will be certifying the project come September 1st. What that means is that the city is going to be awarded $8 million in grant to bring first-time sewer to these 5 colonias. We're looking at connecting about 532 residents in that area. So they've requested for the council to authorize us to begin the procurement process. I've provided staff with a tentative schedule. We're looking at proceeding to do the first advertisement in September 16th, the second one to come out on the 23rd. We're looking at having a pre-bid conference on October 7th with a bid opening on October 28th. We're also looking at having a pre-construction conference December 10th, 2026. With that conference, it'll allow us to issue a notice to proceed, and then we'll commence construction. It'll take about 600 calendar days to do all the construction of these facilities. We're looking at installing about 38,891 feet of sewer lines in those colonias. So that's about 7.4 miles of pipeline that's going to be going in those colonias. So again, we're looking at finalizing construction in August of 2028. As you well know, we're currently under construction for the expansion of the sewer plant. That sewer plant will be completed December 8th, 2027. So that means that by the time we finish with the collection system, the treatment plant will have enough capacity to take on those additional colonias coming in.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Do we have a motion on this item? I move to approve the item. I second. Second. Any questions? No questions. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mayor and Council.
Know that Bobby has another item. Which one is that?
B and C.
6B and C.
But it,
I don't think they've been scored yet.
I'm missing one score.
Oh, you're missing one?
No, I have.
Oh, okay. Is there somebody else here waiting on an item
No.
besides? Okay.
Mayor, I can also report, give you an update on the construction of the sewer treatment plant under item 5B of the bill.
5B, you're also here for that one?
That's for approval of payments to contractors, but at the same time, I can give the council an update on the construction progress.
Okay, yeah, sure. We can definitely hear that one so we can let you go out and about.
If I may, I'd like to come to the council and give a handout.
Yes, sir. So let me read the item. Item 5B, discussion possible action to approve pay application number 2 for RP Constructors LLC for the Rio Grande City wastewater treatment plant expansion project under TWDB project number 73874 CID 01.
All right. This is a little progress report that shows all the construction activities that have taken place currently.
Thank you. Appreciate it, sir.
We have a general contractor by the name of RP Constructors working on the sewer treatment plant. We issued a notice to proceed back in March 7th of 2026. The milestones are for substantial completion to be on October 9th of 2027 with a final completion of December 8th of 2027. What the contractor's working on right now is the construction of the new clarifier and also the chlorine contact basin. You can see in the back, there's photos that show the excavation and the establishment of a seal slab to begin the construction of the clarifier. You'll see that big square or rectangle right next to the chlorine contact basin. That's under construction also. You'll see on the next pages where they're starting to install the rebar. They poured concrete for the floor of the clarifier, and they've begun to install the rebar for the walls around the clarifier. They also installed rebar for the floor of the chlorine contact basin, and also they already poured the slab. And then the last page, you can see all the materials on site. We typically have a construction meeting every month, so we're going to be having another one coming up here on the 14th. This will be our second construction meeting on site, so we've had staff and management out there attending these meetings. Typically, what they've completed today is general site work. They've removed they stripped the stockpiling of the topsoil. They've also relocated an existing 8-inch water line. They've also done some demolition of the sludge drying beds, and like I said earlier, they've started with the construction of the clarifier and the chlorine contact basin. So we're going to meet again this coming week on the 14th so we can get a progress report and keep you guys up to date with what's going on. You have a really good contractor out there, RP Constructors, and they're doing a great job.
Ma'am, good afternoon. Thank you, sir.
This is for the approval of the application number 2 for RP Constructors. They did render services for this construction from April 26th through May 25th. The total of their, for the base bid and everything with the retainage, it's $217,968 with 69 cents for this pay application. Will be reimbursed by Texas Water Development Board with an outlay that will be submitted as soon as tomorrow. For the reimbursement right now, the last reimbursement, they took a week to reimburse.
Very well.
Maybe a little bit more this time, so it just depends on them.
Do we have a motion on this one?
I move that we approve item, what was it, Mayor?
5B.
5B as presented.
I second.
Second, any questions?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All of those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank
you so
you.
much. Yes, sir. You need a break? You need to,
I need to go and put.
okay, all right. And I think that there's nobody else, right?
No.
Okay. All right, well, at this time, I'm going to recommend to the commissioners that we make a motion to go to executive session.
I move that we move to executive session.
Second, all those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. We shall now proceed to executive session.
It's 1 p.m.
The time is 1 p.m. exactly. Okay. All right.
On timing.
Yes, sir. Okay, we're back to resume our regular agenda, and the time is 2:08. We shall go back to item 1G, which is the reports. Chief?
Mayor, Commission, Rio Grande City Police Department. For the month of June, we had several events that I want to touch on. First one is not an event, but we got audited by the Texas Commission of Law Enforcement on June 17th regarding compliance with our licensing and the new regulations from the state regarding several policies and mandates that every department has to have. We passed the audit. One of the things that helped us was our Lexipol policy that we got this past year. Since we had Lexipol, it met all the qualifications that we needed. So I'm glad to say that we did pass. Also, we had Operation Brain Freeze this month, which first time ever, huge success. Over 400 slushies were given out for free to our community to help them cool down. Today, we actually held a small event at our public safety building where we gave out gun locks for free, toys, and some school supplies. It was also very successful. For our community, we do have gun locks available at our department, free of charge if they want to go by. And also want to invite everyone on July 16th from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. We're going to have Cops and Cones event at Dairy Queen, where we'll be giving out free kitty cones to all the kids. July 16th.
Is it kids or kids and commissioners?
Kids and commissioners. So hopefully the community can come out and support.
You get a regular size.
So that's all we have for this one.
Thank you so much, Chief.
Good afternoon, Mr. Mayor,
Good afternoon, Mr. Gonzalez.
City Council. So this is for the month of May. During this reporting period, our department received 385 calls for service, conducted 35 animal captures, completed 22 adoptions and foster placements, and responded to 10 wildlife captures throughout our community. One of the most notable events involved the safe capture of a loose emu that created a traffic hazard. This incident generated a significant public interest, receiving over 118,000 views on social media. This story was also picked up by My San Antonio News, bringing a positive attention to the professionalism and quick response of our department. Our officers remain committed to continue education, professional development. This month, the department participated on the 2026 Bat and Rabies Seminar, ensuring our staff stays informed on the latest wildlife management practices and public health concerns. In addition, we conducted educational outreach regarding the new world screwworm, providing residents with important information on prevention, early detection, and potential impact the pest could have on our livestock, pets, and wildlife.
Gonzalez, was that pamphlet, was that a video, or what did you do about that? We put literature on social media. We took some training through the Texas Animal Health Commission regarding the screwworm. In fact, there was one today too. I sent my guys up to that training. One of the things, I was actually there, and that's why it's so fresh in my mind right now. And I actually made a commitment with them that we're going to be spreading some educational information. So what I wanted to recommend to you, if you can get with our social media expert here, and maybe create a video as to what is it that residents can do to prevent the spread of this screwworm.
Absolutely.
Obviously, what to look for, what are going to be the indicators, how to treat the wounds, and just an informational video for the community, because it's getting very relevant right now, and it's an important matter for a lot of the residents here, and having more information would be very beneficial.
And
Yes, sir.
Mr. Pettis said that there was medication that
There
would you
is.
happen to know about that medication?
We
also?
have medication. We have it for our animals, yes. It's, if there's any type of laceration, any type of cut, you're gonna make sure you put that medication to avoid any type of larva or any
Okay.
type of.
If you don't
yes.
mind,
Absolutely.
just putting an informational video out there.
I do want to add that we all are certified inspectors right now with the Animal Texas Health Commission. We took some training regarding, it was like almost an all-day training we took online. So we're about to get certified regarding that, so.
Well, that's
yes.
wonderful news.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because there's.
It might become an issue very soon.
Yes.
Well, we are in quarantine, but that's in the northern part of Stark County.
Right.
It's not here yet, so I hope it doesn't, I hope we can control it, but
Yeah, so.
we're certainly working hand in hand with the county officials and with the state regarding.
Thank you so much.
regarding that.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. So I'm also proud to report the continued success of our free spay and neuter voucher program. During our latest voucher round, 56 spay and neuter surgeries were completed, representing an investment of $5,500 by the city. This program continues to be a tremendous success in helping reduce the unwanted litters, promote responsible pet ownership, to decrease the number of stray and unwanted animals entering our community. By investing in this prevention, we are making a lasting impact on animal welfare, and we're improving the public health, creating a safer community for both residents and our pets. So that is a tremendous success right now. We're doing great with our spay and neuter.
Rate, that's less than $100.
That is less than
procedure.
$100.
That's amazing.
You're not gonna find that
That's
anymore.
amazing.
Yeah,
Yes,
thank you.
Yes.
Sincerely appreciate that. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Chief, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Commissioners, Madam East Fire Department. For the month of May, we had over 71 calls of different types of calls. And we also have about public education. We had several, 2 career days that our guys attended, 2 schools that our guys attended, as well as we started just this Monday repairing also adding asphalt to the airport. The company Prime Mark Asphalt is going to start off doing the airport is going to be closed down for a week at least while they do the repairs. And this upcoming month in September, we're going to have the ladders, climb the ladder for the 9/11. That's why the gentleman that came, the employee of the month, was going to come and talk about. We're going to have that, and we're going to make a little film on that on Thursday, a little video on it, showcasing that. So that's about it.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
A random question, Chief, but do you know how many square feet you used to have at the old fire station?
No.
Roughly, okay. Thank you.
Mayor, Commission, Sara Hernandez reporting for our Finance Director, Mr. Leonel Cantu. He was feeling under the weather and couldn't be with us today, but he did want me to report some updates for him on his behalf. As of today, we have collected 82.83% of the tax levy. I believe that he had budgeted 85%, so we're very close to reaching our goal. Also, for the sales tax, we received for the month of June $558,163, establishing a new record for the month of June. And this represents an increase of 9.36% over the month of June compared to last year. In total, from the year is 10.79% increase. So we're doing very well with our sales tax collections. Also, for the fiscal year, as far as spending, we are at 74.04%. A little bit over, we should be closer to 66.67. However, Leonel did explain that we have sent out some of our larger payments. He remains diligent in reviewing expenses from the department and anticipates that we will stay within our budget. For our water and sewer department, for the billed water consumption, there was a decline of 3 million gallons. from 69 million gallons to 66 million gallons. And this is most likely attributed to the recent rainfalls. And our water loss is at 9.05%. So we're still doing really, really good with that.
Very good.
Any questions?
No questions, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Mayor and Commission. I'm standing in for Judge Garza. My name is Diana Sanchez. So at the beginning of the year, the revenue started decreasing, so we had to take initiative. We started to send out 400 to 500 letters per month to the delinquent accounts on payment plans, and as a result, we made more money in May, a few $1,000s more, and for May we had $31,973. And of June, the amount has gone up over $10,000. And so we're going to stay on that course of action because we think it has to do with the letters. Just reminding people, they do have payment plans that, people forget about and stuff like that. So we're just going to keep on that track, and hopefully we can keep going up in those numbers.
Thank you. One of the recommendations that the administration has is if you could get together with Mr. Leonel Cantu. Leonel Cantu has numbers as to how much it takes to run the department, so that you can also be coordinating with him and making sure that municipal court can balance it out as much as it can. Right? Municipal court doesn't necessarily have to turn a profit, right? But if we're conscientious about how much money goes out and how much money goes in, we can do a more effective job at trying to work those numbers on a monthly basis. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Mayor and Council. Ruben Salinas, Public Utilities Director. As Mike mentioned, the wastewater treatment plant is getting updated. We've installed 18-inch, 10-inch sludge lines, and we've also put a rebar slab and concrete. We also installed a 4-inch floor for the pressure relief valve, area serving the clarifier and chlorine contact chamber. The next phase of construction should be the wall reinforcement rebar, which they're currently working on, and a 6-inch drain line under the slab. For work orders completed in May, we had 353 work orders completed. This consists of sewer services, water leaks, meter move-outs, and other utility-related requests. We had 6 new water connections, 2 new sewer connections, and 39 utility deposits. I didn't get to write this in my agenda for your packet, but I just wanted to mention that we finally finished the water basin chains at the water plant. So since I didn't get to put the quote, I have the quote right here. Our first quote in April of 2024 came out at $242,680. We spent $15,000 replacing the chains, and we spent another $30,000. We noticed that our hubs were worn out, so we replaced them. That wasn't in this initial bid. That bid came out to $75,000, almost $100,000. In total, we spent $45,000, and we did the job in-house. We saved $272,000.
Wow.
Very impressive.
Wow.
A lot. Thank you.
Like,
That deserves a
yeah, that truly makes a difference, right? Truly means that you care for everything that you're doing, that you're making a tremendous positive impact, right? And you're being a leader for your people, showing them that you don't necessarily have to go break the bank to fix some of these things. We appreciate and admire your leadership. We're very thankful for everything that you do.
And your staff for assuming that responsibility also,
Yes.
for following your lead, yeah. That's
And it takes this kind of dedication and commitment to be able to deliver good results, right? And it is thanks to, I can't stress this enough, but we're incredibly proud of every single director that we have here because you guys truly make a difference. This is one example where one of the directors took it upon himself that this job was not too big for him or his staff, and they took it upon themselves to get it going and get it fixed. And you heard it, you saved over $200,000 of taxpayer money. That's amazing, that's incredible. Very happy to have you here. Like I said, we're incredibly happy of everybody. Freedom Fest, wonderful event. We just had our budget workshop. That was wonderful as well. All of these activities that we're going through, everybody's doing an amazing job. So I wanted to say thank you for everything that you do. You make us proud. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, Mayor.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hector Barrera, Public Works Department. For the month of May, we had 437 citizens that went to the citywide cleanup for trash. We had our brush route is on schedule. We're on our 11th alley, already done. We're working on two more. We're preparing for probably like in 2 weeks. We'll have another 2 alleys prepared for paving.
How many more do you think that you're going to be able to pave with the allocated money that we
I
have?
think we'll have like 2 that we're preparing, like another 2, like 4 more.
4 more.
Yeah, with the budget we have.
Thank you.
And I wanted to thank my crew for the hard work on the alley paving and also.
You guys are doing an amazing job. That's another in-house project that we have. And obviously, everybody is seeing the difference in downtown. Everybody is very grateful. I know that Mr. Calixto Villarreal was very grateful for paving his alley. He said that there's a lot of traffic there. We don't see it right, but we got Star Vision, we got Calixto's business area, and also we have Birds, yeah, which creates a lot of traffic. You know, we had a dirt road for the longest time. Now, they were incredibly thankful. It's one of the persons that reached out to me personally and say, hey, thank you, that was amazing. We have been waiting, long overdue, but it truly makes a difference. Thank you so much, Mr. Barrera.
Yes, I would like to thank Mr. Villarreal. He fed us like when we were there working. He made some. He cooked for us. So.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
You need to call us, sir, when that happens.
¿Qué pasó, Mr. Barrera?
Oh, that's awesome.
No, that's great. Happy to hear that. Yeah. Well, I didn't even know that this was happening, right? And I told you that he was incredibly happy and thankful. He reached out to me, right? But I didn't even know that he had cooked for you guys.
Yes, he did. Yeah, and well, we thank him a lot.
Yes, sir.
Can I ask you a question, not about this, but, and I don't even know if he's a person to ask. What, do you know anything about those dead trees that are on Britain Avenue? Yeah, what can we do? What caused that? And just, I'm trying to see if we can prevent that from coming to south to the trees that are in front of the kiosk. Those are still green. But if you go north, all those trees are dry. They're all dead.
Yeah, they're all dried up. I think, as my understanding, I think it's a plague or, I don't know, a disease on them, or I don't know.
So then all the trees in that area could be.
I've been having calls that we don't water them, but it's not the water that.
Okay, and those trees are gone, right? There's no hope for them?
No hope? No, they're dead.
And then some of the ones that are north of that are closer to the courthouse, there's a couple that are green, but there's a couple that show signs that they're dying also. Yeah. I don't know who can help identify that. Mande? It could be, right?
Yeah. It is.
It could be.
They're mature trees and they weathered the storm.
Yes, yeah, and the other oak trees in the city they're okay. It's just those that are right there.
Rare, yeah.
I mean, it was just a concern. I mean, I was just environmentally. I wonder if there's a problem with that area, though. That's why I was asking.
Commissioner, I received a message from a friend that apparently a local botanist or somebody that is local wanted to help, and that apparently he came to the city, but the help that he was offering was denied by us, by the city, or city administration. Do you know anything about that?
No.
What's his name, Mr. Hernandez? I told you, I don't remember the name of the guy.
His name is Benito Trevino.
Benito Trevino, do you know him? Who's Benito Trevino?
I know him, but he hasn't talked to me.
No?
Benito, I think he's got that ranch out there. Yes.
Rancho Lomitas?
Yes.
Okay, if anybody knows him, can you give him a call? Because I saw the video where he clearly states that he offered the help to save those trees and that we denied him, which I just want to say that it's not true. He was lying. I mean, not to us, because I already asked the whole commission. I already asked Mr. Milan and Ms. Hernandez. I was just waiting for you.
Yeah,
so.
I haven't talked to.
No? Okay, because that would be great. If anybody knows Benito, if you're listening, Benito, you're more than welcome to help.
If you can help us save the remaining trees, I mean,
Yeah.
we're open for any help because
Any help, it's welcome, especially if he's an expert, right? Is he an expert on that? Oh, he is? Okay, well, Benito, you're welcome to come and help the city anytime you want. We'll never deny the help to any resident, especially if the help is needed. So thank you for offering, but whoever you talk to, let us know who it was because we can take some action in there because it was not us. Maybe it was another city.
Maybe someone else.
And thank you, sir. I hated to
No, that's
push you
okay.
with that question, sir, but yeah, I was just curious.
Thank you so much, Mr.
Any
Barrera.
other questions?
No, sir. No, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mr. Cantu? Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Mayor, Commissioners. I'm Tony Cantu, the Planning and Code Enforcement Department. I'll do a quick summary report for the month of May of 2026. We had a total of 161 permits issued at 183,75,000 square feet, evaluation of 4 million, little over 4 million. We reviewed 9 plans. We had a total of 810 calls, inspections called in 96. We had 192 walk-ins. We issued 14 health permits, 10 health inspections, and we issued 28 911 post office addressing. Code enforcement opened 304 new cases, and they closed 78. Vector control, we did 6 different days to spray, and we also treated the retention ponds. We issued several commercial certificate occupancies. The first one, it will be Root Wellness Studio, LLC, located 216 North FM 3167, Suite 5. Golden Feather Photography, LLC, 5813 East US 83, Suite 1. Bar and Grill Tarasa, 44, 3092 West Highway 83, Amigo del Valle Incorporated, 405 North Garza Street. Little Stars Learning Center, 1609 West Main Street, Suite A, and Panthers 41, 5270 West Highway 83. We did several other residential certificate occupancies. You have
People, do you know if they talk to the chamber to get a grand opening of their businesses?
No, but we usually mention to them, when I speak to them, I usually mention to them to go to the chamber.
Okay, thank you.
Didn't we say that it was just to put it on the application as a, requirement, at least so they can put it like a check mark that the opportunity was there for them? And because sometimes I receive a call, hey, I'm looking for somebody to help me with the grand opening, and I was like, didn't we have that system already in place in the planning department?
We do have a checklist, but if it's not there, we'll add it on.
Yeah,
And
and
we also will put the phone
And
numbers and so on.
if you don't mind giving this information to the chamber, maybe they can reach out to these businesses?
Yeah.
and
We
talk
usually
to
do.
them
We usually give them
and
a.
say, hey, so that the chamber can call them and offer the grand opening. If they want it, that's fine. If they don't, that's fine too.
Yes, sir. We usually send the monthly reports to EDC also.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Trevino.
Good afternoon, sir.
You have a packet for Parks and Rec. I had a little hiccup adding it to the agenda, but For Parks and Rec monthly report, for parks, Alta Vista Park is now well lit. We installed some lighting for nighttime use and for safety issues, so you'll be able to see the lights there. Veteran Park, Memorial Park, the scoreboard is now up. I mean, if you've been to the park, you'll see the scoreboard named after Eddie Doherty. This would be the only field named after any individual here at the park. And it's just to honor him or recognize him for the hard work he did as first Parks and Rec director when it first started. Also for Veterans Memorial Park, there will be we'll be working on replacing the 29 lighting across the walkway. Some of those lights were damaged from the storm on from the March storm, so we'll be looking into working on that. For sports, Pony League is officially over. I wanted to congratulate and thank every team, parents, players that contribute to the season. The Parks and Rec also hosted the All-Star Tournament here in Rio Grande City using all three fields, hosting teams from McCannon, FAR, Alton, Palmview, so it was a great outcome. Soccer League has officially started on June 19th, over 30 teams. There are 6 games being played at once, using all 3 baseball fields at Fort Ringgold Park. So their next game day will be this coming Monday. So if you have time, drop by. You'll see the park pretty full. Some amazing players out there. For track and field, it's going strong. We have over 150 runners or athletes participating on this week's track meet. Hoping to send a large amount of athletes to our state meet being held in College Station. The Parks and Rec, in connection with La Grulla, we helped them out with the soccer tournament that they had soccer league for the high school soccer league last month, and also with a basketball tournament that they hosted 2 weeks ago. So the coaches from there called me as if they wanted to partner up with Parks and Rec. It's like, absolutely. We are here not only for Rio Grande City, but La Grulla or any surrounding areas, or Star County. Freedom Fest, what can I say about Freedom Fest? I mean, it was a big event. Our co-ed tournament was a huge success. This is the largest number of teams that we've had so far, with 15 teams. We didn't complete the last game till 3:30 in the morning, 4 in the morning, so it was a great outcome. So friendly competition. There was a little arguing there, but it was an awesome event.
Congratulations to he failed to mention that he was in the winning team.
Yes. So we, Cruz is no longer here. Cruz was also part of the team, so it was, like I said, it was a great outcome, and hope to make it bigger next year. I want to invite everybody to our 4th of July event. We got with Mr. Olivares a few weeks ago with a new idea to do something on 4th of July with Roy Garza, Mr. Olivares, and I think it's going to be a great event, so we want to invite everybody this coming Saturday from 10:30 to whatever time it finishes. Hot dog eating contest, donut eating contest. But one last thing, I mean, sometimes we tend to forget, I mean, with everything going around, to forget about our employees, our frontline employees. It's not easy getting the fields ready for soccer play or Pony League play or baseball. I just want to thank every individual from, Public Works that helped out, our Parks and Rec, Mr. Adame, the crewmen, Eleni, Eric, for doing the work behind the scenes. But without them, this would not be nearly possible.
Thank you for everything, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Mayor and Commission. Melinda Gomez, Rio Grande City EDC Director. Some highlights for our department. We continue to build regional partnerships and represent Rio Grande City at key industry and economic development events. There was 2 for the month of June. One of them was hosted by COSTEP and the Rio South Texas region. It was a San Luis Potosí Auto Cluster event. This event was highlighting the auto industry in the San Luis Potosí area in Mexico. And I attended the FAR EDC Trade and Tech event, in which they had local experts, a panel discussion of local experts on artificial intelligence in how emergent technologies are shaping business, manufacturing, and economic development. We continued working directly with local businesses to connect them to grant opportunities, resources, and development programs through our regional partnerships. We hosted a lunch and learn in partnership with Lift Fund and the U.S. Small Business Administration, giving local businesses access to funding resources and technical assistance. We continue to maintain an active communication strategy to keep residents informed on city initiatives, economic development activities, and public programs. So as if the city does not know, and our residents, the city has a podcast. It's the City of Rio Grande City, a podcast. You can find us on Spotify or anywhere you listen to your podcast shows, I guess. This is produced currently by our communications coordinator, Marlene Mendoza, and she has a new co-host for the show, and that is Mr. Roy Garza, our new tourism director. Along with that, Ms. Marlene also helps with any and all of our social media communications. That's all I got. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Appreciate it. Main Street.
Good afternoon, Commissioners.
Good
Mayor.
afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon.
For the month of June accomplishments, we continued the effort of providing and reaching out to businesses. I did reach out to some of them for the grants, so some of them under application, and I know Mr. Owner Jose Villarreal was also interested in painting his building, so I did talk to Milan about the historical part, so I did talk to him. So that's also pending. We also had our market this month. It was a very good outcome. We had more than 30 vendors coming out. The weather didn't stop us. So they are excited for the next one coming up on September. We also represented on my retreat in Huntsville. Rio Grande City was one of the ones that got the opportunity, so I did come back with a lot of resources and a lot of support for economic development. That was our priority. Other than that, downtown projects coming in from back report. I did talk to Ruben from the water department. He did work already with the fence, so thank you, Ruben, for that. I know he had some few left, but I think he's gonna try to do them this week. Other than that, other projects coming in. We have the Main Street. I know that was one of the ones that was already left prior to coming in. We did decide on a little change, but it's not that much. Paint's there, and it's gonna be a project to this month coming up. We also started on the pots already. I don't know if y'all seen them. So they're up and going. We just did around 10, but hopefully this coming up week we finish up to the 2nd Street. Coming up events, I did have also my meeting with the board, and we're also planning a retreat for them. Just because of the budget coming in a few months, we want to be ready to have a plan for this coming year. That's like one of my priorities too. I think that's about it. Any questions?
Yes. I see that there was the flower shop that she didn't qualify for one of the grants. Do you know what grant was that?
I think that was for the boost. I think
The small boost grant. Okay.
The small boost.
Not for the beautification and
No.
the facade grant?
No, I also talked to the Imeldas Tuxedo. We are under application on that one due to the fact that she's missing some documents, but we're getting to her.
If you see that there's some people that may or may not qualify, talk to Mr. Milan or Ms. Sara Hernandez, because the fiscal year is about to come to an end in September. And ideally, we wanted to spend the money that was there in those businesses, so maybe we need to reduce the restrictions that we have there so that we can help those
For the
people.
short term.
Yeah, and invite the people to beautify their buildings or maybe work on their facade or something.
I did also offer it to Nash, just next to Cortinos, because Cortino just painted.
Yes.
So they are also interested, and I think, recommended to Tony visit them, because I know they were pending a permit or something like that. But I think that was one of their requirements also needed. So yeah, I'm working on, I'm also working, I've been receiving a lot of calls towards building for rent in Main Street, so I just want to also focus that I have that information, because we also want to keep growing Main Street with more businesses.
Very well, thank you.
Happy belated birthday.
Oh, thank you,
Yes.
appreciate it.
Happy belated birthday.
Okay.
Good afternoon, Mayor, Commission.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Personnel Director. You do have my May report in your packet. I would like to point out that we have our second participant from the workforce. Her name is Ava Guzman, and she has been assigned to the library under the Work Experience Program. She has been cleared with all of our hiring process, and she started on May the 26th. The Work Experience Program is a 6-month program paid by the workforce, which allows the participants to gain experience in office clerical work. We are still pending for the municipal court, and animal control we just got one that started on Monday. So the only one we're pending is for municipal court right now. And I'd like to take the opportunity to announce our new hires. We have 6 full-time new hires. Stephanie Portillo, Patrol Officer, Sean Butler, PUD Executive Assistant, Daisy Olivares, Secretary for the Administration Department, Mr. Roy Garza for our Tourism Director, Jose Luis Lopez, Code Enforcement Officer, Javier Guerra, Code Enforcement Officer, and we have 8 part-time summer track coaches that came in. They go through probably the first week of August.
Very good.
Any questions?
Thank you.
No
Thank
questions,
you.
ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
That's it, Roy.
Oh, Roy, yeah.
Good afternoon, Mayor and Commissioners and City Administration. Seems kind of surreal being up here. It feels like I've been here for 10 years already with you guys. Feels very natural. I hit the ground running in May with you guys, hired with the City of Rio Grande City, and I had my hands in pretty much a lot of activities throughout the month of May, from grand openings with Alpha Electric and with EDC, joining them at their breakfast luncheons with different departments out there. But I do want to take the time right now, aside from all these activities I've been to, is thanking Ms. Hernandez for being the guiding force here as to all our departments, because when we get into all these stuff here, we have to have a leader out there. And I have a lot of experience doing a lot of stuff like this, but never working with an amazing team like this with different departments. And Ms. Hernandez, if we could take the time just to applaud her at this time, because she's really our guiding force for all this. So with all these events that we've been a part of, we do want to highlight Freedom Fest, and at that time, I do want to, thank Mr. Commissioner Ben de Leon and Grupo Solido for highlighting and running it for the past 11 years here at the Freedom Fest. It's always a great event, and this year was no exception. I think this year was one of the biggest and best ones that we've had. We had a lot of traffic throughout the whole day. And it really started on Friday with the kitty cook-off, with the co-ed tournament, and the lucha libre. All that were great attractions. And then it just rolled over into Saturday, where it was all-day activities with the dinosaurs and car shows and different stuff going on. So kudos to all the people. Thank you to all the departments that had a hand in this. There's so many of you guys, I don't want to mention names because we'll leave somebody out, but everybody had a big hand in making that event wonderful and possible for all our community. You know, and what I want the community to understand is that we don't do these things just to go out there and have a good time. It also brings a lot of commerce to our city. You know, and I've been driving around to all these businesses and talking to hotels and gas stations and different people. And when we have events like this, that they're inundated with all this, with all these people coming in. We had vendors from Harlingen, we had vendors from Brownsville, we had people coming in from all parts of the valley. So, you know, kudos to everybody, and you know, this is why we do these type of events. So looking forward to the July 4th event with Mr. Olivares as well. We invite the public and everybody to come join us for that. Also want to highlight that, you know, I got started with the podcast with Marlene up in May as well, and I'm the new co-host for that. And the purpose of that is to get the word out. We want to get the word out of all our community events that are out there, and not only get the word out about the community events, but also highlight the individuals that are behind those events as well. You know, and Mr. De Leon has been a part of our podcast for the Freedom Fest, followed by Mr. Olivares for our podcast with the 4th of July, and we're going to work our way up from there. So thank you to everybody once again, and these events are for the city, for all of us to enjoy, not only for, you know, the public, but for the commerce and growth and all that. We are looking forward to our next major event, which is going to be the Hunting and Fishing Expo coming up in August. I can tell you right now that event, we already have a waiting list of about 40 vendors, and we haven't even opened it up for vendors yet, but people that are already calling for that. So we're looking forward to that event. It's going to be a 2-day event in August. So stay tuned, because that's going to open up tomorrow, as a matter of fact. So we'll get more information out on that. We already have a few sponsors, and we already have a few vendors that are up there on that one.
Able to accommodate all the vendors?
We are. We already mapped out the KC, because what we're going to do is we're going to do an indoor and outdoor venue.
Okay.
So we have the accommodations for indoor vendors and outdoor vendors as well. And I just want to take a quick minute to introduce, I have an intern for the summer out of the University of Texas A&M, Ms. Velia Canales. And she has been a great help the past 3-4 days that she's been with me in the office. She will be graduating in December with her major.
Hospitality, hotel management, and tourism. Very
So
cool.
hopefully, once she's done with her major in December, she comes back and works for the city of Rio Grande City. Not my job, though. Any questions for me?
Well, sir, thank you so much, and welcome, ma'am. Thank you so much. Does that, I believe that concludes the reports, correct?
Mayor, before we move on, I'd like to thank everyone, all the directors, for their outstanding performance during this event. Special thanks to Ms. Hernandez. Like Rod said, you know, it's everybody's intricate to this event, and it wouldn't be possible without you all. So once again, thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely.
Sincerely appreciate it. It was a wonderful event. Moving forward to the consent agenda, item 2A and A, first of all, AA and AB, approval of minutes from previous meetings. A, approval of action taken at the meeting of the City Commission regular meeting held on Thursday, May 28, 2026. And B, approval of action taken at the meeting of the RGC Planning and Zoning Commission regular meeting held on Thursday, June 18, 2026.
Mayor, I move that we approve item 2A, subsection AB, as presented.
I second.
Second, questions about this matter? If no questions, all of those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Travel. Departmental travel. I know that Chief's got one, or several, I think.
All the travels for the police department.
Yeah.
Most of these travels are in August. Trying to get it approved a little bit earlier for we could get better discounts on hotels and the registrations. First one is for one employee to go, or which is our crime victims liaison, to go to the 38th annual Crimes Against Children's Conference in Dallas. This travel is actually paid through her grant.
Through her what, I'm sorry?
Through her grant.
Okay.
Which is the Violence Against Women's Act. The next grant is, next travel is for 2026 Crime Records Conference in Corpus Christi. This is also in August. This we would send 2 of our employees from Records to get a better idea of how to run our records division a little bit better. The next travel is for 1 employee, which is our JAG grant interdiction officer, to attend the Texas Narcotics Officers Association Conference in Galveston, also in August. And the last travel is actually in July. This is for the 2026 MVCPA conference in Fort Worth. The grant that we applied for the LPRs and the drone, this is a requirement for that grant that they have to attend this conference. If they do not attend the conference, then the grant will not be looked into. This is a week-long grant where you have to present as to why you need these funds, and we would find out whether our grant was approved throughout that week.
Very well. Okay.
I move to approve item as presented.
A second.
Second, questions? If no questions, all of those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Moving to item 3A, ordinance A, discussion and possible action to approve the first reading of ordinance number 2026-09, an ordinance of the city of Rio Grande City, Texas, amending the fiscal, no, wait a minute. We're not gonna do that one just yet. Right, Ms.?
Correct.
Correct.
We moved after 5.
Yeah, we're gonna, this one is the one after. Sorry about that. We're going to move to item 4A, discussion and possible action to approve resolution number 2026-25, a resolution of the city of Rio Grande City removing and appointing members of the Rio Grande City Economic Development Corporation.
Yes, in your packet, you have a resolution to remove a member from the EDC, and that would be Mr., hold on, what's the official name?
Juan Roel Garza
Yes.
Jr. Okay, very well.
There you go, Juan Roel Garza Jr. We recommend that you approve the resolution as presented.
Thank you.
I move to approve this resolution as presented.
Second.
Thank you.
All of those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. 4B, discussion of possible action to approve resolution number 2026-26, a resolution for the staffing of adequate fire and emergency response grant, fiscal year 2025, application number EMW 2025-FF 009081, submittal.
Yes, this is a safer grant. It's a program which will be intended to improve our fire department staffing and developing capabilities for effective response to emergencies. This is a grant that we have tried in the past to try to get, and we're hoping we get staffing later on this year.
Very well, sir. Thank you.
I move that we approve item 4B.
I second.
Second. All of those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you so much, sir. Motion carries. 4C, discussion and possible action to approve resolution number 2026-27 for an application filing and authorized representative resolution for the Texas Water Development Board Water Supply and Infrastructure Grant Program.
Mayor, I'm asking if we can move this item until after we do the selection of the bond counsel, financial advisor, and engineering firms.
Okay.
It'll be for 4C and 4D. Those are going to be the resolutions that will be submitted with the application for Texas Water Development Board.
Until after which one?
6B, 6C, and 6D, which is the selection of the professional services.
Okay. We already took care of E, so Moving to 4F, discussion possible action to approve resolution number 2026-30, a resolution of the City of Rio Grande City, Texas, authorizing the mayor to execute an interlocal agreement with the Rio Grande City Gruya Independent School District for the assessment and collection of ad valorem taxes and providing for an effective date.
Mayor and Commission, this is to approve an interlocal agreement with the school district to continue the tax collection on our behalf.
Same agreement that we used to have, nothing changed?
Yes, same
Okay.
agreement.
Motion, gentlemen?
I move to approve item as presented.
I second.
Second. All of those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. G, discussion possible action to approve resolution number 2026-31, a resolution ratifying and formally authorizing city administration submission of application for fiscal year 2025 Historic Preservation Fund, Paul Bro Historic Subgrant.
Yes. Mayor, Commission, this is going to be our second attempt. I actually already submitted this grant last week. It had a due date. Our city attorney, Ms. Marty Garcia, was able to receive some reviewer comments from our last application. We took all of that into consideration, revised the petition in hopes that we will get granted this round. And the purpose of this grant is basically to receive funding that the city would allocate to sub-grantees so that they can fix their properties in downtown. So similar to what we're doing with the facade grant, but this would offer more monies available to these property owners with a less cost share. So right now, they're paying 50/50. The grant is $10,000. We reimburse $5,000 through the Main Street facade. This would be basically 10%. So they can ask for 50,000 and would just put in 5,000. They can go up to 150,000. So we provided some photographs. They needed to see that our downtown was in major need, which I believe it is. So we were able to highlight several properties within our downtown that would seriously benefit from these funds.
Very good.
I move that we approve item 4G as presented.
Second.
I second.
All of those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. 5A, discussion and possible action regarding the approval of expenditures and contracts valued less than 100,000 but more than 5,000 that comply with or are exempt from section 252.0215 of the Texas Local Government Code.
For the project departments, I have one invoice for half engineering, which would be the main invoice for the expenses for the planning services done for the EDAP project. This is expenses for facility engineering plan, the environmental review, and the water system model. The total of it is this invoice is $37,597.50. We did already request these funds to be reimbursed by Texas Water Development Board, and these funds have already been received.
Okay.
Also have.
Do you also have the grant works?
Yes, the grant works. This is for our new TDA grant that we have for the street improvements, for administrative services, the second milestone for the preparation of environmental review records and the coordination of environmental notices that were posted already for $12,000.
And this is coming out of the grant?
Yes, this is 100% out of the grant from TDA. We will be certifying this as is approved on their portal, and once funds are received, we will be paying out this invoice.
Thank you.
Also, we do have Milton and Hunt, which is for the wastewater treatment plant and collection system.
All of those you recommend that they be paid?
Paid as funds are received. We will be getting some reimbursements for the collection system for the design and surveying, which is a total of $47,175 from NatBank. Another $23,716.20 from Texas Water Development Board, which would be a total of $70,891.20 from grant funds.
Recommendation that as we're getting the grant money, we pay this invoice?
To pay these voices out,
Okay,
yes.
very well. I like that. And then we have RT Electrical Veterans Memorial Park. It's from Mr. Trevino.
Good afternoon, Mayor Commissioner, yes, sir, this is for Veterans Memorial Park, the replacing of the 29 lighthouse, the housings and the lights on the walkway that were damaged on that March storm.
Okay. Any questions, Jim?
No questions?
Thank you. Public utility. We have the Chemtrade, the PBS, and the Fleet Enterprises. Are those just the standard payments?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the one that's out of the ordinary is Jesse's Pump and Motors. What do we got there?
Yes. For Jesse's Pumps and Motors, it's going to be the invoices for the removal installation of the variable frequency drive, the VFD that we currently have at Chachalaca Street, on Chachalaca Park. So during the storms in March, April, there was a shortage and a surge, so it caused the unit to burn. We sent out 3 electricians to test them. They all came back with the same answer that we need to replace it and get a new one. It couldn't be refurbished.
Okay.
So I got 3 quotes. I tried going local with Alpha Electric, Texas Machine Shop, and Jesse. Pumps and Motors, Jesse came out with the lowest bid.
Okay, very good. Very well, sir. Yeah. Anything out of the ordinary with the Chemtrade, PBS, and Fleet Enterprise?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Cantu?
Good afternoon. The planning department is requesting the purchase of an equipment that will improve our planning department with the overall of abatements. So we're trying to do a new program, so from code enforcement, identifying the weedy lot to have it abated from within our department. Instead of going and getting 3 bids from different contractors, more time will be
Wouldn't you also benefit from having a small tractor?
Yes, we will. We will, but for larger lots. I included this for, especially when you have a vacant home, and you have those 5-foot setbacks or 4-foot setbacks, that should be sufficient enough to cut through there.
Okay, all right.
And then if this works, maybe I'll apply for it.
And then I'm assuming you're gonna be billing the resident?
Yeah,
for the
we will be
service?
billing. Hopefully, we'll be billing. We have a person in staff that will be dealing with the billing, and if they don't pay the bills, we'll do a liens against the property.
What are the collection rates, like percentage-wise? Would you say half, a little bit more than half of the people pay?
At this point, no.
No?
I want to say maybe in 10 people that we send orders, maybe 10%. And we do have some, we try to give them registered mail and they get returned. So we do have a handful of liens against properties.
You can't do citations?
We could do citations, but the problem is still going to be there with the weedy lot.
What was that, I'm sorry?
I'm sorry. If we do issue a citation, the issue's still going to be there with the weedy lot, so we still have to.
Citation and then obviously mow it, but I don't know if you can send the citations to municipal court. You can have a little bit more bite rather than just handling administrative through your office. Maybe that's something in municipal court can help with those type of citations and processing. But obviously, we need to get with legal to see.
I just want to ask another question. Does your office take into account, for example, if it's a weedy lot, somebody that's old, that doesn't have the means to cut it? Do we make an exception? Or is there anything in place that we can help them?
There's nothing in place, but we'll
just,
work with
with
individuals.
indigent or somebody
Yeah.
We do work with individuals when it comes to that point, but the majority of the times they're empty lots or abandoned lots.
And I think that once you put the fear that somebody's going to get arrested through municipal court with a warrant, I think that people will pay a little bit more attention than just an administrative letter from your office.
And also, I'm thinking if we do this, the word's going to get out and more people are going to start maintaining their properties.
You get together with municipal court and see if it's something that can be addressed through municipal court.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I think that's pretty much it. That covers it. Do we have a motion to approve?
I move that we approve item 5A as presented.
Second?
Second. All of those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. We move to 5C, discussion of possible action to consider the approval of change order number 1 for the animal control building renovation project to Vasquez Construction.
Mr. Mayor, Council. So the project was awarded to Vasquez Construction for $194,000. We ran into some unexpected issues, so we have some additional costs that we want to see if we can get approved. $39,500. Do you have the list of items, sir?
Yes, sir, we've reviewed it. We've taken a look at, first of all, do we have a motion for this matter?
I move to approve this item.
Second?
Second.
The motion has been second. I think that the total for the first change order is $39,500, right? And Mr. Gonzalez, I think that this is going to put us right at the edge where we can approve without getting quotes. So for the next item that we have, we're going to need to go out for quotes.
Correct.
Because I think that we can only deviate, is it 20 or 25?
25.
25%. And this is good. I think that if we approve this one and then try to consider the other one, that's going to put us above that 25%. So I think that the commission is going to be voting favorably on this one, but we're going to have to request quotes for the other one.
Yes, sir.
Anyway.
I just want to say something on that.
Yes, sir.
If I'm not mistaken, basically it's not a change order, it's an addition that now is required, right? It's not a change order that the contractor now is coming up with different numbers. No, it's not that kind of change order on this one, right?
Correct.
Can you explain just a little bit for the community?
Well, it is additional work. I know it's mentioned here, change order, but it is additional work. We ran into some issues with some windows that were broken and that they were not part of the scope of the work, and some other the steel metal. We had to remove part of the steel metal that we encounter. I mean, it's unfortunate, but we had to change that.
Okay. Just clarifying that, because this commission is against change orders.
Correct.
If the scope of work said something, you need to stick to it, because it's going to be very hard for us to approve a change order. In your case, it's an addition that you want to do on that new building. That's why we're approving it, but just for all directors, just to take it into consideration, especially to those builders, contractors that love the change orders. They just make a small bid so they can be awarded and then come up with a bunch of different change orders, and at the end it's more expensive than the expensive bid, so not on our watch. Thank you.
We're not even close to the actual.
Yeah.
It's just very little. I mean, if you compare it to the other ones, they're outrageous numbers, and we're still very, 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 very low.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All of those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. D, discussion possible action to consider the approval of change order number 2 for the animal control building renovation project to Vasquez Construction. This is the one that we're talking about it, Mr. Gonzalez?
That is correct, sir.
So we're going to have to, we're not going to be able to consider this item. I'm going to
Motion to table.
I would need a motion to table, or can we actually change the motion right now to reflect that we're asking for bids or no? So we need to give notice about the,
This is a additional work subject to the project quote, correct? It's a fence that you're now requesting?
That is correct. A
Okay.
fence and the flagpole was not included, the flagpole and some concrete, yes.
So I would recommend that we postpone this item and then bring it back as its own for new quotes.
very well.
Mayor, on
Yes, sir.
these new additions, the one that we're not approving, how much is it? 25,000. So it's
25.5.
We're not gonna need a new quote. We just need a new bidding process. We just need 3 new quotes, right? And then we can choose.
Correct.
Right?
Bring it
Well,
back
yeah,
as
we
its
need,
own
we
item.
need quotes for
Yes.
the items that we
Okay.
have, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, that's all we need.
We need 2 more quotes.
And this is pursuant to the government code, so it's not something that we're
Yeah.
try and delay.
So this actual code will work for Vasquez?
Can
Then
we
I need two
approve
additional.
subject to the?
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah, so the Vasquez, the
Yeah.
first order,
Yeah.
that's gonna be approved, that was actually approved. But on this second order, given that we can only modify up to 25%, this is gonna put us above that 25%. So we need to, for this second one, we need to
Start a
go
new
out
process.
and get 3 quotes for the kind of service, and then award it.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so the motion to table this item?
I move that we table this item as per legal recommendation.
Very well. Second?
I second.
Second, questions? All of those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Now, you said that after,
3A.
okay, now 3A. Going back to item 3A, discussion possible action to approve the first reading of ordinance number 2026-09, an ordinance of the city of Rio Grande City, Texas, amending the fiscal year 2025-2026 budget animal control building renovation project, providing for severability and providing for an effective date.
So this ordinance is associated with the cost for the additional work to the animal kennel based on the decision today to approve the first change order and subject to tabling the second change order. We're needing that amount in order to include that in the ordinance because at this point, based on the monies that were allocated for this project, that would put us over budget, causing us to need a budget amendment. So if the council is comfortable including the full amount into the ordinance, if this is work that we're gonna choose to do during this budget year. So in change order number 2, it's to have a monument, do the cement parking lot, and the fence. These are all 3 items that we can budget in the next fiscal year, or we can choose to do it this fiscal year, but it's going to cause an addition to the budget amendment.
What is Mr. Cantu recommending on that? Do you know?
He
Is
said
recommending for
if-
us to put it for the next fiscal year?
I think it's not part of the original project. The original project was to expand the animal kennel.
Right.
Which we're doing so. Change order number 1 really has to do with some design flaws. So once the work started to get done, there were some things within the design that didn't make sense, that were going to have to be fixed, and there'd be no point in not conducting that work and having to remove it at a later point. So change order number 1, we understand is necessary. We can include that amount into the budget amendment. And I believe the recommendation would be to save these other 3 expenses, which is a monument, the parking area, and the fence, and we can budget for it within the next fiscal. It gives us some time to get additional quotes, but it's up to you all. If you want to just get that project fully completed as the contractor's already there, we can just add both items into the ordinance, that amount.
Very well.
The fiscal year's around the corner, man.
Let's first of all, let's have a motion and a second, and then we'll talk about it. You have a motion on this one to consider this item?
I move that we approve item 3A.
Okay, all right.
A
So
second.
we have a second. Now we can talk about it. So what's your take on this one, Commissioner?
well-
That we wait?
Yes, again, like Ms. Hernandez is saying, the original plan was for them to have a new location and a
Right.
new office, and everything will be ready so they can just operate, right? And have their offices and all the extra kennels. And the new fiscal year is just around the corner. It's, we are just 2-3
Yeah,
months away.
I
so-
don't want to overburden what we already did, because we're finishing the year pretty
Because you need a
solid.
total, what would happen if we get somebody else that's the bidder for the second project?
Was
this
even better?
bid that we have?
Even better?
Even better?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but it wouldn't match with the total that we need, would it?
Mr. Cantu is recommending that we wait till the next
Okay.
fiscal year
Fiscal
to
year.
do the items listed in change order number 2.
So if we were to do that, what is the motion going to be here?
It would be moved to approve subject to change order number 1.
Well,
For
the
the
amount
total of-
would be the 39,500 budget amendment.
Okay, so then item number, where is it? 5D, then we tabled that one, and I guess the idea would be to table that one until after the fiscal year?
Yes, so we can include in the ordinance that you all are currently reviewing, the budget amendment amount would be $39,500.
Okay, very well. All right. Anybody has any other questions about that?
Nope.
Do we need to amend the motion to
Yes,
to
sir.
reflect that?
Yes,
I
sir.
move that we approve item 3A with an amount of $39,500 as presented.
I second.
Second, all of those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. Now we go back to where we led, which is on item 6A. Discuss and possible action to approve and execute construction agreement with G8 Utilities LLC for the street improvement project at 755 Country Estates Drive and Mockingbird Drive.
Yes, Mayor, this is to approve the construction agreement that legal has already reviewed for G8 Utilities. They were selected in the last meeting. Their contract amount would be for the amount of $165,700 for them to complete this project within 180 calendar days. Once we have a pre-construction, once this agreement is executed, we will have a pre-construction meeting with the contractor and issue a notice to proceed so they can start this project as soon as possible.
Very well. Okay. Motion, gentlemen.
I move that we approve item 6A as presented.
I second.
It's been second. All of those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Thank you. This 6B, discussion of possible action to score and select bond council services for the Texas Water Development Board Water Supply and Infrastructure Grant Programs.
Yes, earlier this month, we did solicit for these professional services for bond counsel for the application that will be submitted at the end of July. For bond counsel, we did receive one packet by Winstead PC as a scoring total to be 726.
Very well. And it was just one applicant, correct?
One applicant, correct.
Okay. We need a motion on this one.
Is it 6B?
6B, yes, sir.
I move that we approve item 6B, awarding it to Winston PC as per the scoring tabulation.
I second.
Second. Any other questions? All of those in favor say aye.
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 Aye. C, discussion of possible action to score and select financial advisor services for the Texas Water Development Board Water Supply and Infrastructure Grant Programs.
Okay. For these professional services, it was for financial advisor services. We did receive only one packet as well for Estrada y Hinojosa Investment Bankers. And as per the scoring tabulation, their score is 766.
Okay. Motion, gentlemen.
I move that we approve item 6C and award to Estrada y Hinojosa Investment Bankers as per the scoring tabulations.
I second.
Second. Any questions about this? All of those in favor say aye.
Aye.
We move to 6D, discussion of possible action to score and select for professional engineering services for Texas Water Development Board Water Supply and Infrastructure Grant Program.
Yes, the solicitation is to select the engineering firm for the application, the TWDB application that will be submitted as well. This is for the whole process of submitting the application and closing out the project once funds are approved. We had 3 submissions for this professional services, which was HAF, Real Delta Engineering, and SWG Engineering. The score for HAF is 760, Real Delta is 679, and SWG is 606. The highest scored is HAF.
Very well.
I move that we approve item 6D and award to HAF as reflected in the scoring tabulations.
Second.
I second.
Second by Commissioner De Leon. Discussion? All of those in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries.
Do we go for
3C.
4C?
Coming back to 4C, discussion of possible action to approve resolution number 2026-27 for an application, filing and representative resolution for the Texas Water Development Board Water Supply and Infrastructure Grant Program.
This resolution authorizes the city to apply and submit the application for financial assistance through TWDB and designates the city's authorized representative to furnish information, execute documents necessary, and preparation and submission of the funding application. This application will include the professional services for financial advisor, engineering, and bond counsel, which were just elected. Bond counsel would be Winstead. Financial advisor is Estrada Hinojosa. Engineering would be half. This is an application that will be submitted on July 30th, and our goal would be approximately of 15 million for the application to be submitted.
Very well.
Yeah.
Motion.
So moved.
Okay, so moved. Second. Questions regarding this item? None? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
D, discussion possible action to approve resolution number 2026-28 for an application resolution certificate of Secretary for Texas Water Development Board Supply Infrastructure Grant Program.
Yeah, the approval of this document is necessary to complete the application requirements and authorizes the submission of this application. So it's a record vote for the previous resolution that was passed.
I see, very well. Motion?
So moved.
So moved.
Second.
Second. All of those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Very well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Going to 9,
Jeremy?
do we have any action to be taken on 9A, B, and C?
No.
Having no further action at this time, and having completed our agenda, the time is
3:25.
3:25. At this time, we stand adjourned.